So Zane, you've been a CFO at several companies now. Tell us about your path to the role and maybe when it became an aspiration for you.
I got my MBA with a specialization in finance. So I think I've always had this interest in finance. And then I actually taught economics for a few years just following that. And then got into business and enjoyed all facets of business. And I think just the finance opportunity was a draw for me. And then had the opportunity to become CFO. My first CFO opportunity was to be a CFO of a global airline, and that was just tremendous. Once you become a CFO, I think you have slightly different perspective on the business and partnering with a number of business units and partnering with a broader stakeholder base. And that was really the attraction, and I've been doing it, I think, now for well over 10 years. I did take a little bit of a detour, if you want to call it that. I ran sales for a couple years, but then came back to the CFO role, so thoroughly enjoying it.
Given that kind of sort of detour, what do you then advise those folks in your team who aspire to become CFO in terms of their career path?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think for me, don't get fixated. I know it's easy to say when you are a CFO, don't get fixated on the title, but really your career journey should be about experience and about continuous learning.
What roles along the way best prepared you to become an effective CFO?
I spent a fair amount of time doing M&A analysis. I think it's always a good sort of prep ground or practicing ground to really understand, what happens and how you do due diligence and how you think about operations. And it's really that vast experience in different parts of a company, but also working with different types of people. You can work for a manager who's incredibly diligent. You can work for somebody who relies on you more than someone else. And it's those types of experiences, just having different roles and different jobs, that I think help you in different ways to become a better CFO.